Yeah. Okay. So firstly, I'd like to tell you that this is going to be a little text heavy presentation. We are going to talk more about how the year will look like for the children and what are our expectations and some of the school policies. That's what we are going to talk about. Yeah. So I'll give you a little brief about myself. I am from India, and from last 3 years I am in Almult, and my kids are also in the same school. My son is in PYP 5 itself, another section, and my daughter is in EYP. And I've done my graduation in science and education, and after that I did my post graduation in educational administration. And yeah, I've been a teacher for last 12 years, and I've worked mostly with grade 5 to grade 7, like between these grades only.
You have a big experience.
Yeah. And yeah, I love to travel, listening to music, and I like creating a lot of stuff, painting or handcrafted. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay. So I think you already know what are the expectations or what PYP looks like, but I'll just give you a little brief about what PYP is. In PYP, we are focusing more on the student learning through collaborating with various subjects together. And we also have some clear goals for the children in the beginning itself, where the teacher and the students together work on it. That's what we focus on. And we have, so what I would like to mention specifically about this IB expectation is that IB expects a child to be at the center, and where we focus on the attitudes, the attributes, the approaches to learning. So basically, we are not just focusing on the curriculum, we are focusing on the holistic development of the child and also on the character a lot. That how a child.
Behavior in the class.
Yes,
Yeah.
behavior. Yes, exactly. So how they end up being a global minded or an internationally ready child. That's what IB aims at. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
So, and these are the 6 transdisciplinary themes that we'll focus on, which if I go back to the previous years, I'm sure you know these were the same ones, but of course, the themes remain same, but the way we approach to them and our content, our skills change a lot in each of them. And from here only, they will pick one of the theme that they want to work on for their exhibition towards the end of the year, which we'll be doing. And assessments. So we have diagnostics, we have summatives as well as formatives, which keeps on going on throughout the year. For the assessments, we focus on monitoring, reporting, and even documentation. For documentation, we'll continue using TODL, where you will see the evidences. And we will have the 3-way conference to begin with in September. And then we'll have midterm report, final end of the year report, as well as we'll have admentum, which will help the child to have their own learning path based on how they are learning. And we'll focus a lot on admentum this year. So that will be a specific for each child throughout. Moving ahead, this is the POI, which will focus on throughout the year. I'm not sure if you're able to read it. It looks like it's too small for you to read.
I can
But
zoom it a little bit.
yeah. Okay. So I'll just give you an idea. We are beginning with the first one, which is who we are, where we focus a lot on responsibilities and the choices that the children make. Then we move on to the next one, where we'll focus a lot on the natural world. Then we'll move on to the persuasions, and we'll also we work on with the inventors, and then the last one we'll talk about peace and equity. And there's one UI which we'll focus on throughout the year, which is how we organize ourselves. This one we focus on the friendships and relationships. So this we basically begin. We have already actually started it, and we continue with this throughout the year, where we talk to them a lot about how to maintain relationships and friendships, not to work on
Really
this.
good.
Yeah. And again, from here only, a child will be taking up their lines of inquiry that they want to work on for their own exhibitions. And of course, we'll talk a lot about exhibitions when we reach closer to it. And I have a slide where I'll talk again about a little bit about it. For communication, I think we'll continue with this toddle as you're already aware, and we are GDPR is we follow the protocols of the GDPR. So
Mhm.
whenever we communicate to you, especially through mails, we will not be writing the child's name. We'll only use the initial letter just to keep it sensitive. That's
Mm.
how it will be. Yeah. And we also have IST rolled in this year. I'm sure you have read the mail shared by Maria.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. So, but because we are in the process of onboarding, so we prefer to use both the platforms, that's Toddle and IST, especially to inform about the absences. Because of late, we have noticed some of the technical glitches and parents informed in IST, but it couldn't reach out to me. So we are trying to use both the platforms till the time
Mhm.
we are
Mhm.
sure that we are good to go only with IST.
Yeah.
And okay, so I'll just read out few of them. I know that you are aware of these standards and expectations. You can inform about the child's absence through Toddle. Another thing is because in PYP5, a lot of children are bringing mobile phones to the school,
Mhm.
especially because they're traveling alone. So
Yes.
if they're bringing it alone, they can bring it and put it. We have a dedicated place
Box.
in the
Yeah.
class where they put it and then they take it at the end of the day. They are not supposed to use the phone in the school premises,
Yes.
but
Definitely.
yeah, we expect that as a parent, you just write it down to us that yes, my child is bringing the phone and will be bringing the phone for like even if it's for whole year or for few days as a
Mhm.
note information.
Mhm. And you have been informed from us. Yes.
Yes.
Oui.
And then we move on to the birthday parties. Again, if you want the birthdays to be celebrated in the school, you can send fruit snack for all of them to share.
Mhm.
And if you want to invite them for some birthday invitations, as per the policy, I cannot share the details of the parents with you. But yes, if you would like to invite the whole class, then I can invite the whole class on your behalf. Moving on, we'll talk about the healthy eating. And yeah, for the morning snack that the children are carrying with them, they're supposed to bring a fruit or a raw vegetable. We avoid any kind of cooked meals or nuts at all in the school. And for PYP5, they have their lunch at 11:30 every day. So some of the children do feel that it's not sufficient, like not sufficient in a sense, they do feel hungry again around 1 o'clock. So if they have extra snack, which they were carrying in the morning, they have it. But it's not I think, a regular routine. Sometimes they feel that they want to have it again. So
We,
hope it.
I have only one concern
Mhm.
related to the lunch and being vegetarian, almost vegan. Know that she has not so much possibilities to choose. So
Mhm.
sometimes she feel angry, and yeah, when she arrive home, she's really tired because she need to do the lunch again.
Yeah.
So that's the only concern that we have, honestly, and we have the same issues with the Vera in MYPS.
Okay. But as of what I understand is you have already informed the school
Yes,
about
yeah,
these requirements.
they are
Because
both
if,
almost vegan, and but they don't have so much choice. So sometimes,
but if you would like them to have an additional option of fruit,
yes,
you can even request for that.
okay.
That I agree that children don't want to have salads. Actually, we have a lot of options of salad, but
Mhm.
they avoid to choose from those options. And when they move on to the main course, then they find this difficulty is there. So I can understand this,
Yeah.
but you can request for the fruit maybe at that
Okay.
time. There's
Okay.
an option for that.
Good. I will. Thank
And I
you.
can talk to Nora about choosing something from the options of salad, because we
Great.
have quite a few options every day.
Good. It will be great from you. Thank you.
And then homework. So even weeks is what there will be assigned homework from the teacher. So I'll be sending that. Most of the time this year, we want children to focus on Edmentum, because Edmentum generates their own learning path. So every child has their own specific task to work on based on how they're performing. So it's basically like figure out which level and where you are in each areas, and then it gives you the next task to work on. So we are really expecting everybody to work a lot on those and take the ownership. That will be majorly our homework, but of course there will be some additional tasks and sheets which will come in. And odd weeks is student agency homework, where we are expecting them to work on the goals, which will be setting up in the three-way conference together. The child, you and me will be doing that.
Great. And reading like an ongoing homework. Yes.
Yeah, reading is something we expect them to do every day.
Yep.
Some amount of reading. Okay. And we really look forward to have parents as our partners. We have had parents in the past who have been the guest speakers. They have come to read for our children, and also for the field trips and other events which because of COVID we are not able to have. But hopefully if this year we are able to again have some event,
Restart. Yeah.
yeah, then we'll need them. We already have the parent who was last year volunteering will continue, but she is looking forward to somebody else who can support her. But we haven't actually got response from any parent from 5C. So if you can speak to maybe the group of parents and see if there's somebody who's willing to support
Yeah.
the one who's already with us.
I will try at least.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And then we move to the exhibition. So on 25th May 2022 is the D-Day for PYP5, the exhibition. And we'll start working on exhibition after the winter break, where they'll start planning, and soon each child will have their own mentors to work with. They'll be working closely with them, and then when we are closer to the exhibition, we will be sharing a lot of details with you about exactly how you can help your child and how in the school we all are supporting them. And depending on COVID, also if this will be online or a physical exhibition will be decided at that moment.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a really important date for sure.
Yeah, it is a very big day for them. Okay. I think now we come to the end. If there's anything you would like to ask or no.
No, I'm super happy about the program and the school in general. This is our fourth year in the school, so we are really happy. My only thinking is that it will be fantastic if Nora and all the friends in the class will be at the end of this year able to plan their homework and mm, their stuff in a fantastic way, because I think that the step from PYP to MYP, it's a huge step for them, and I
Yeah.
think that they need to be prepared for this. They will have more homework. They will need more structure in doing their homework at home, and they need to be much more independent in doing their homework. So I think that it's important to start from this year to learn how to handle different tasks and different uh, homework.
Yeah,
It
I
will be
completely
more
agree to your point. And that's why this year we will focus a lot on ownership.
exactly.
And that's one of the reason they will be working on Edmonton, because that they will not be a task or a 10 set of 10 questions to work on. They will be working on their own. Time management will also play a major role in this. We will be spending a lot of time talking about this. We really hope to see a change
That's
and a
really good.
smooth transition from PYP to MYP.
That's great. I love planning, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Anything else you would like to know? Or
No,
you want to
um,
share?
no, I don't think so. I think that they have a really good environment, and they have really good friends.
Mhm,
They hang up also out from the school, and I can see that they are sometimes focused on a few
mhm.
friends. So I would like to more involvement in all the class. They, at least my daughter, always talk about 2, 3 friends, but I think that is also normal in that age. So
This age, yes. But I think with this theme that we are going to work about friendships, it should bring in a change. And we are having regular circle time in the class. Every morning we
yeah,
spend some time, we have a circle time.
so
It might take some time, but let's hope to
yeah,
see a change.
that's great because a class is like a team. So we have to play all together, and we are on the same team, the
Yeah.
same boat, and we have to work
Yeah,
together.
that's my
Oh,
goal.
yeah,
That's my goal for this year, that I really want to see that team and that togetherness, that thing in them.
that's great.
So let's see where am able to reach. Yeah.
I I trust you 100%. No problem.
Thank you. And thank you so much for taking out time and joining. I would have loved if there would have been more parents, but yeah, there can be different reasons that they couldn't join. So thank
Absolutely.
you once again for
Thank you to you, and it has been a pleasure and nice to meet you.
thank you.
See you
Same here.
soon.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so
Have a nice
much.
afternoon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.